Your finches are changing color right now, maybe today, you've seen it. Brighter, duller, even oddly striped. But this isn't just seasonal, it's a hidden health signal. A sudden change could mean a hidden infection, a lack of nutrients, or even a parasitic infestation. Stay to the end, because you'll learn how to decode this silent emergency in your own backyard. Number 1. The vibrant plumage of a house finch isn't just for show, it's a hidden message in feathers. These colors, especially the reds and oranges, are fueled by carotenoids from their diet. If a finch's feathers begin to fade, it could signal a nutritional deficiency or even an infection. This isn't just a visual change, it's a biological alarm bell. The Cornell Lab of Ornithology has studied these shifts closely, revealing that dull plumage often points to poor health. What this means for you is that observing color changes in your yard's finches can be an early warning sign of trouble. Consider the role of diet in maintaining those brilliant hues. Carotenoids come from foods like sunflower seeds and berries, which are crucial for keeping a finch's feathers bright. A sudden loss of color could mean a lack of these nutrients, especially in winter when food sources dwindle. University of Washington research shows that faded finches are more prone to avian conjunctivitis, a serious eye infection. This loss of color can also be a clue to mite infestations, as reported by the National Aviary. Your yard's finches are sending you signals through their feathers. Paying attention can help you support their health without even touching a seed. What's more, these color changes can affect a finch's survival. A study in PNAS found that brighter plumage increases a finch's chances of surviving in urban environments, where predators and stress are common. Faded feathers may make them less attractive to mates or more vulnerable to threats. This isn't just about beauty, it's about biology and survival. Your observations in your own backyard could contribute to broader knowledge about avian health. As you watch your finches, you may notice patterns that hint at more than just a color change. What could these signals mean for the future of your feathered visitors? Number 2. The science of shine reveals a hidden story in your yard. Had you ever noticed how the feathers of house finches shimmer with colors that change as they move? This iridescence is not just a pretty trick, it's a silent signal of their health. Scientists have discovered that the way light reflects off their feathers depends on the structure of the barbs, not on pigments. This means that even the slightest damage or wear can dull their shine. What this means for you is that you can monitor their health from your window, simply by observing the quality of their feathers. A vibrant sheen often points to a strong immune system and good nutrition. A 2022 study by the Smithsonian uncovered a fascinating link between feather health and a bird's overall well-being. Finches with compromised feather structures often appear less vibrant, as if their feathers lack the same luster. This can happen due to stress, poor diet, or disease. During molting season, when finches shed and regrow their feathers, their shine becomes especially telling. Birds with dull feathers may struggle more in the wild, less able to blend in or attract mates. Observing this can give you insight into the challenges they face in your yard. By noticing these subtle changes, you become an unwitting ally in their survival story. The way a finch's feathers catch the light during flight tells more than just a tale of beauty. It's a window into their resilience. When the sun hits their wings at just the right angle, you might spot a flash of green or blue that seems almost magical. This brilliance is a sign that their body is working in harmony. Good nutrition, strong immunity, and proper hydration all play a role. But when you see a finch with a flat, lifeless sheen, it may be a sign of trouble. What happens next could surprise you. Stay tuned to learn how to help these little feathered friends shine even brighter. Number 3. The color of stress. Had you ever noticed your backyard bird suddenly looking less vibrant? A subtle but telling sign of chronic stress is a shift in plumage to a paler hue. This isn't just about appearance, it's a signal that something is affecting their health. Chronic stress can lower carotenoid levels, which are essential for bright, healthy feathers. A study from the University of Michigan found this link in several bird species. What this means for you is that observing feather color can be a simple yet effective way to gauge the well-being of your feathered neighbors. Stress doesn't just dull feathers. It can also lead to behaviors that further damage them. Excessive preening, often seen in stressed birds, can fray and break delicate feather structures, reducing their luster even more. Urban finches, in particular, are known to show signs of feather dullness due to the constant noise and human activity around them. This behavior is not just a response to danger, but a coping mechanism that can backfire. The American Bird Conservancy has noted that stressed finches may even rearrange their feathers in unusual ways, further signaling their distress. These subtle changes are a wake-up call for any birdwatcher who cares about the health of their local avian population. Interestingly, male finches appear to be more vulnerable to stress-induced feather dullness than females. This is likely because their bright colors play a key role in attracting mates, making them more sensitive to changes in their appearance. If you've noticed a male finch looking less vibrant, it may be worth considering the environment around your yard. Could there be a new source of noise or disturbance? What this means for you is that your observations can help you create a more peaceful haven for your birds. And as you continue to watch, you might begin to spot other signs of stress that you hadn't noticed before. What will they tell you next? Number 4. This is about a silent alarm your backyard birds might be giving you. A sudden change in the color of their feathers could be more than just a seasonal shift. It might be a sign of something deeper. Avian conjunctivitis, a disease that often strikes house finches, can lead to noticeable discoloration in their plumage. This illness doesn't just affect their looks, it can also weaken their immune systems and reduce their chances of survival. What this means for you is that paying attention to these subtle changes can help you take action before the problem gets worse. The next time you spot a finch with duller than usual feathers, you might be looking at a warning signal. Avian conjunctivitis is not just a cosmetic issue, it's a highly contagious disease that spreads quickly among birds. Imagine a group of finches gathering at a feeder, all unknowingly sharing the same contaminated dish. The 2019 PNAS study found that 75% of finches with this disease showed feather discoloration, making it a key early indicator. The disease often begins with red or swollen eyes, followed by a loss of vibrancy in their feathers. It's a silent epidemic that can sweep through a neighborhood of birds unnoticed. As a backyard observer, you have the power to detect these changes and take steps to prevent an outbreak. The story of these birds is not just about illness, it's about awareness and action. The good news is that you can play a vital role in curbing the spread of this disease. Keeping feeders clean and replacing them regularly can make a huge difference in preventing contamination. Think of your feeders as gateways. By maintaining them, you're creating a healthier environment for your birds. This simple act can reduce the risk of disease and protect entire flocks from harm. Every time you clean a feeder, you're not just removing crumbs, you're safeguarding the health of the birds that rely on it. The next section will show you how to spot even more subtle signs of disease that your birds might be hiding in plain sight. Number 5. The nutrient deficiency alert is a subtle but telling sign that your finches may be missing something vital in their meals. Dull or faded feathers are not just a cosmetic issue. They can be a direct signal that your birds are lacking essential nutrients. This isn't just about their looks, it's about their overall health and ability to thrive in your yard. A deficiency in vitamin A or beta-carotene, as the University of Florida notes, can lead to feather discoloration, making your birds appear less vibrant. What this means for you is that paying attention to their plumage can be the first step toward ensuring a balanced and nutritious diet. Your finches may be trying to tell you they need more variety in their meals. House finches, in particular, depend on a diet rich in sunflower seeds, safflower seeds, and fruits to maintain their vibrant, eye-catching plumage. If your birds are foraging in your yard but their feathers remain lackluster, it could be that their meals are missing these crucial components. Commercial birdseed blends, while convenient, often fall short in delivering the full range of nutrients needed for optimal feather development. A lack of protein, for instance, can lead to thin, brittle feathers that don't hold up well in the elements. By introducing fresh fruits and high-quality seeds into their feeding routine, you can notice a visible transformation in their appearance. This change is not just cosmetic, it's a sign of improved health and vitality. Imagine a world where your yard becomes a sanctuary of color, where your finches not only survive but thrive with a brilliance that draws the eye. This is within your reach by making small, intentional choices in what you offer them. When you provide a diet that mirrors their natural feeding habits, you're not just nourishing them, you're supporting their ability to show off their full, radiant plumage. As you begin to notice improvements, you may wonder, what other hidden needs are your birds expressing through their behavior and appearance? The journey of understanding and meeting those needs is just beginning. Number 6. The climate change link. Your backyard finches may be undergoing a silent transformation, one that's not just about their feathers but their very survival. As global temperatures climb, the food sources that provide essential nutrients like carotenoids are shifting. According to the Audubon Society, this change is causing subtle but significant shifts in the colors of your bird's plumage. What this means for you is that the birds visiting your feeders may look different than they did just a few years ago. This isn't just a cosmetic change, it's a signal of deeper environmental shifts. It's a signal of deeper environmental shifts at work. As the seasons warm, the metabolism of finches is also changing. Warmer temperatures can accelerate feather turnover, causing your birds to molt more frequently and at different times of the year. This means that the colors you see may not match the typical seasonal patterns. For example, finches might appear more dull during the winter or more intense in the spring, depending on the availability of their usual food. These shifts are not random, they are adaptive responses to a changing world. Your birds are adjusting in real time, even if you may not notice it at first. This is a living example of evolution in action, right in your own backyard. Beyond color changes, the availability of seeds and other food sources is being reshaped by shifting precipitation patterns. Some regions are experiencing longer droughts, while others see more intense rainfall, both of which impact the types of seeds that grow. This forces finches to change their diets, which in turn influences their overall health and appearance. What you may notice next is a shift in the types of birds visiting your yard, or a change in their behavior as they search for food. This is the beginning of a larger story about how climate change is not just an environmental issue, but one that deeply affects the birds you care about most. You watch as the finch perches on the branch, its once vibrant feathers now dulled by time or something unseen. In that stillness, you feel the weight of its silence, as if it is whispering the truth too great for words. You wonder if it knows what it means to be part of something greater than itself, something fragile and sacred. In this quiet, you feel your own heartbeat echo with the pulse of the earth, and in that moment, you are reminded of how deeply we are all connected. You feel a deep ache in your chest as you realize that this moment may be the last you see of this finch. It is not just a bird, it is a story, a voice, a piece of the world that may be slipping away. You are left with a choice, to look away or to listen. To listen to the quiet, the fragile, the sacred. And as you stand there, you feel a quiet strength rise within you, a resolve to care for the world even in the face of its fragility. In this moment, you are no longer just a spectator, you are part of the story. Next time you see a finch with an unusual color or shine, take a closer look. What might it be telling you about the health of your backyard? Share your observations in the comments. We could all be learning something new. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.